The atmosphere at the recent African Union Youth Forum was nothing short of charged, as young leaders from across the continent turned their attention on one of Africa's most outspoken political figures, Julius Malema. Known for his fiery speeches, radical calls for economic emancipation, and unrelenting criticism of neocolonial structures, Malema has long positioned himself as a champion of youth voices. Yet, during this gathering, it was the very generation he claims to represent that challenged him on his commitment to genuine change. Delegates from Ghana, Kenya, Nigeria, and even his home country of South Africa stood up to pose direct, and at times uncomfortable, questions. The recurring theme was simple but profound: is Julius Malema practicing what he preaches, or has he become another politician whose rhetoric outpaces his delivery? One Kenyan youth activist captured the room's mood when she asked, "Honorable Malema, you speak of African unity and freedom from exploitation, but how much of this vision have you truly translated into practical action for the people you lead? Is the EFF in South Africa living up to its promises of economic liberation?" Her words drew applause, with many in the audience nodding in agreement. For years, Malema's Economic Freedom Fighters, EFF, has positioned itself as the voice of the marginalized, advocating land reform, free education, and a fair redistribution of wealth. However, the youth leaders argued that while the rhetoric is powerful, the tangible results remain limited. Some South African youth present at the forum went further, accusing the EFF of focusing more on fiery speeches than on building sustainable grassroots solutions that directly impact communities. This moment reflected a broader frustration simmering among Africa's young population, a generation that has grown tired of promises and impatient with leaders, both old and new, who fail to deliver. Africa's youth, who make up more than 60% of the population, are demanding not just slogans but structures, not just fiery rallies but policy shifts that can be felt in their daily lives. Yet, to Malema's credit, he did not shy away from the criticism. Responding with visible intensity, he reminded the forum of the immense obstacles faced by any movement seeking to dismantle entrenched systems of power. He argued that progress is often slow in the face of state machinery resistant to radical transformation, but he maintained that the EFF has already shifted South Africa's political discourse. Before us, no one dared to speak openly of land expropriation without compensation. Today, it is a national debate, he said firmly. Still, many youth remained unconvinced. A Nigerian delegate countered, "We do not deny your role in raising important issues, but the African youth cannot afford leaders who only raise questions. We need leaders who deliver solutions." The exchange highlighted a generational impatience that is pushing African politics into a new era, one where accountability is demanded even from those once considered untouchable. Observers noted that this confrontation might mark a turning point for Malema. While he has built his career on being the voice of the oppressed, the encounter with African youth revealed that the oppressed themselves are now questioning whether he truly reflects their aspirations. For Malema, this could mean recalibrating his approach, moving from powerful rhetoric to demonstrable results that resonate beyond South Africa's borders. What unfolded at the forum was more than just a clash of perspectives, it was symbolic of a shifting Africa. The continent's youth are no longer content to be spectators, nor are they willing to follow leaders unquestioningly. They are calling out inconsistencies, demanding accountability, and insisting that even revolutionary voices must practice what they preach. As the forum concluded, one thing was clear: Julius Malema remains a polarizing figure. To some, he is still the fearless advocate who dares to say what others will not. To others, he risks becoming a mirror image of the very establishment he critiques. Whether he can adapt to the demands of this new, assertive generation of Africans may well determine not only his political future but also the credibility of his vision for a liberated Africa.